Exit Realty, and so one of the things that I would do was recruiting and sponsoring agents into the business kind of thing. So you're kind of like a headhunter, you know. The waiter at the restaurant that has a good personality, you know, you try to snag him over there. Hey, why don't you get your real estate license, you know, because that's kind of how I was brought in. And so I saw so many people coming through that system, and the real estate industry is rather brutal. I mean, they attract people that think that's going to be easy money, and then they set up these training seminars that say, hey, if you do our system and pay us $1,000 a month for coaching, you will be successful, right? And so this whole system is meant to eat its own, and it just blows my mind. And so, you know, I kind of saw how the whole system was set up, and that's why I just kind of went off into my own direction, because anytime the herd is going to the left, you should always go right, and vice versa, right? So that's why I started, and thank goodness, and maybe you agree with this, but thank goodness for social media, because you and I both, I think, started at that same time where YouTube, Facebook, that was in its toddler stages. Now everybody's doing Facebook videos and all this kind of stuff, but we were doing this back in 2009, 2010.
If you're OG, you had a Friendster account, you know, and MySpace, and it was funny, I was looking at something the other day, and it's like, oh, Facebook's so quiet because it doesn't have a profile song and sparkly background. So in 1995 was when we first started messing with AIM, AOL Instant Messenger. And I mean, that's like dial-up modems. Hey, mom, get off the phone. Don't answer the phone. I'm chatting some chick from, you know, Kentucky. And I like to think that I would have been able to, and again, successful is relative. Everybody's method of success and their definition of what successful is different. But I would like to think I would have been as successful as I am now. It just would have taken a lot longer without social media.
Yeah, because it can amplify the message so much quicker. You know, it's truly amazing.
Oh, you're connected to thousands of people.
Yep.
I mean, there's people that I'm connected to on social media. There's no way without Facebook that I would not have been connected to. It's impossible. It is absolutely impossible. Some of the things, like my business bucket list was fulfilled the first year. Now, they were stupid. I wanted to do inspection in Beverly Hills. I wanted to do inspection in Coto de Casa because it was on, you know, stupid stuff like that. But it would have taken me, I don't know, 5 years to get an inspection in Beverly Hills. Like, I would have to spend an entire week soliciting all of the real estate offices that I didn't get kicked out of in the city of Beverly Hills and get somebody to call me.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty wild. But it's information as technology has made it easier. Doing email blasts, like doing YouTube, hashtags. I mean, being in business in 2018 is way easier than it was in 1980.
It truly is phenomenal, but I think with that opportunity, everybody else is rushing through the same door, right? So how do you stand out? And I think that's where the branding and the personality-based branding specifically kind of comes into play. And that was my kind of philosophy.
I totally, absolutely. You have to have a thing. You know, you have to have a thing. You have to have a shtick. If you try to like create a shtick, you're gonna get found out. I don't know if shtick's a politically appropriate word to use, but I'm gonna use it anyway because I don't care. But if you try to be something, you're gonna get found out real quick.
Yeah.
You know, if you try to be this like, oh yeah, bada 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 ba. When they recently said that Instagram, you're able to follow hashtags. I was on Channel 5. Watch Channel 5 every morning. Shout out Channel 5. Call me. Let's do lunch. Let's do breakfast. But if you're searching by, you can search. And so I follow like hashtag Termite Tuesday, hashtag Termite Thursday, hashtag WDO Wednesdays. These are these things that I do. But if you follow hashtag women that beat men with plastic fly swatters, guess what? All your friends are going to see that too, that you follow women that beat men with plastic fly swatters. So eventually the real you will get found out, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
You know, you can only keep up fake stuff for so long.
Yeah.
Which
It has
is
to be
good.
organic.
Oh yeah.
It can't be created in a think tank or whatever. It has to come from the soul, you know.
Real and authentic
Real and
for
authentic.
everything.
Yeah. Well, my friend, thank you so much for coming in. Any shameless plugs you want to do?
No, it's
I
just
know
Ice
you're
Ice
not like
Baby,
that.
man. I mean, that's the only thing we
We didn't talk about Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, so my I did Mr. Scorpion was our like thing for high school, and you know, and so my talent that year was to sing, if you want to call it singing, Ice Ice Baby
In the talent show?
in the talent show.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything was on cassette tape, so it had to be rewound, and none of this iPod and CD stuff nowadays. So you're a Vanilla Ice fan.
Did you actually stop and collaborate and listen?
I did.
Were you really back with a brand new invention?
Of course.
Did something grab a hold of you tightly?
And it was funny because nowadays kids these days don't realize how good they have it.
you kids!
I was listening to something, I don't remember what it was on XM radio, and of course the title of the song comes up, and I looked at the title and I go, "Oh, that's what the title of that song is."
Yeah.
Because we didn't have cover album artwork and words and lyrics and no Google ability, and we didn't have SRII. Who
Remember when you had to write down the lyrics?
Yeah.
Or what you thought were the lyrics? And
Yeah.
then you're like, oh, that's
yeah.
not.
But I mean, it was like Nirvana. I don't think I want to know the words. And every once in a while, I'll sing a song. My wife will say, "That's not how it goes." Just leave me to my ignorance. Ignorance is bliss.
Now, speaking of your wife, people that haven't seen Brett's wife,